What I did was stupid, a complete waste of time, and most of all, a complete waste of money. At least that's what a lot of people on the internet are telling me. About 5 years ago, my best friend Ralphie passed away. It was our dream to make music, blow up, and tour the world. Losing him at such a young age was absolutely devastating. For years, it completely killed my drive and motivation to continue pursuing music. So last year, I decided that I needed to go for broke. And I mean literally go for broke. Spent every last dollar I had to chase my dreams, and hopefully, when COVID was finally over, tour the world and bring my best friend with me in spirit. It was 2020, in the midst of the pandemic, when I came up with the insane idea of dropping a new music video for each and every single Friday of 2021. I said to myself, 2021, 53 Fridays, 53 music videos.
Never been handed on. Yeah. I gotta shine. Can't let no haters get in my mind. Take what's mine. Never had faith in mine. Yeah. I gotta shine. I make these doubters see in due time. Take what's mine.
I was inspired by the artist Russ, who infamously dropped a new song every single week for 3 years straight on SoundCloud. So I challenged myself to see if I could step it up a notch and do a whole music video. How's it all gonna play out? I had no idea. The only things that I knew for sure was that I'd regret it if I didn't try, and that it cost a whole lot of money. And you know, everybody on the internet seems to think that I'm just this rich kid who spends daddy's endless fucking money, but that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, my dad was an abusive alcoholic. I had a very modest upbringing. My parents, my 2 sisters, and I, we grew up living in a 1-bedroom basement apartment underneath a convenience store. This basement was literally something out of a horror movie. At least that's how I remember it as a kid. My parents are hardworking, blue-collar workers who came to this country with not a dollar in their pockets, not speaking a word of English. The one thing that my parents did give me was an opportunity at a better life than the ones that they had. The privilege of being born in this country, and for that, I'm forever grateful. There's people right now that are in the shoes that my parents were in 30 years ago that would die, and I mean literally die, just to be in this country. The reason that I'm sharing all that is to say, contrary to popular belief, I was not born with a silver spoon, and I had to work hard for everything I have. Meaning, all the money that you see me spending on my music is literally me betting everything I have on myself and my dreams. Dropping 53 straight music videos was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Not because it took a lot of time, and not because it was a lot of hard work, or even because it cost me a lot of money. It was psychologically and emotionally the hardest thing I've ever done. For reference, my entire life, I've always been the most optimistic person you would ever meet. I could literally be having a conversation with a stranger and encourage them to chase their dreams and tell them things like, don't worry, as long as you're willing to put in the work, you're gonna find a way. But last year, for like the first time in my life, I found myself battling anxiety and depression. In January, when I first started with the music videos, I was absolutely ecstatic, beyond excited. I had all these hopes and dreams about how it was all gonna play out. Maybe start by getting a couple thousand views at first, and then tens of thousands of views, and then maybe hundreds of thousands of views, and then eventually 1 million. But that's definitely not how it all played out. It was around the halfway mark when I first started to feel self-doubt, questioning myself, questioning whether or not what I was doing was right. And from about week 26 until the end, those feelings only got stronger. People think I was rushing and scrambling to put together a new music video every single week, but that's not true at all. I've been making music for like 15 years. I have at least 100 to 200 songs done. And from that, I picked about half of the 53, and the other half I created, tweaked, and worked on along the way. Music and art is such a vulnerable thing. I put my heart and soul into everything I put out. And to see each release, one after the other, pretty much flop, it's fucking heart-wrenching. It just feels like rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection.
And action.
Even if I wasn't getting haters, I hate to admit it, but the lack of views, likes, comments was just as bad, if not worse. I was literally giving it my all, sacrificed everything, completely time invested, completely financially invested, completely emotionally invested. And at the end of the day, it felt like nobody gave a shit. There was a lot of dark times, but I found a way to keep pushing through. I told myself that I had to accomplish my goal of dropping 53 straight music videos. Even if nobody was listening or watching, at the very least, I had to do it for me. And now here we are, 53 straight music videos later, hundreds of thousands of dollars down the drain. Have I blown up? Definitely not. Am I ready for a world tour? Possibly. But it's definitely not going to be everything I dreamed of. It's definitely not going to be hundreds of thousands of people screaming my name, singing along to my songs. Is there a part of me that's a bit disappointed? Yes, of course. But do I regret spending all that money, spending all that time and energy? Absolutely not. I managed to build a catalog for myself that most independent artists don't get in their lifetimes. And for that, I'm so proud. I traveled to so many different places with some of my best friends who to this day still wholeheartedly believe in me. I got to meet so many new friends and learn and experience so many new things. I've grown so much not only as an artist, but as a man. Putting out 53 straight music videos was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And now, more than ever, I believe that if I set my mind to anything, there's no reason why I can't accomplish it. I know it's been said a million different times by a million different people, but you really have to learn to fall in love with the journey. You gotta learn to enjoy every step of the way and take it one step at a time. Because if all you do is fantasize about the final destination, then you'll never actually get there. The happiest and most fulfilled that you'll ever be is when you learn to enjoy the journey. All the ups and the downs that come with it. And I know that's definitely true for me, because all of the dark times came when I wasn't busy, when I wasn't working, on the down times.
Oh shit.
You good? You good? Is that part of it?
He's flying like a bitch, bro. Oh shit. Didn't even get it on video. Fuck.
So for whoever's watching this, and for whatever it's worth, if you have a dream, chase that bitch. Fuck what anybody else says. Because I don't know about you, but the last thing I want is to wake up one day and be like 80 something and look in the mirror and say, what if? What if I sacrificed it all and chased my dreams when I was younger? My journey is far from over. I still got so much more to achieve, so much more to accomplish, and so much more music to put out. So stay tuned, because I promised 2021, 53 Fridays, 53 straight music videos. That was just the beginning. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. I know that this isn't the type of content that you're used to seeing on this channel. Drop a comment and let me know if you want to see more videos like this. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification beside it. And somewhere on the screen, I'm gonna have a playlist for all 53 music videos and then some. Peace!
How time moves so fast, damn. Tell me why I don't sleep at night. Everything we've been through, how'd I make it right?